Hi friends, welcome to iShoes English Grove. If you're watching my video for the first time, please subscribe iShoes English Grove and click on the bell icon. I'm here to enrich you all with another video from Flamingo. In this video, we are going to pursue a poem, A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats. About the poet. John Keats was an English romantic poet. Although his poems were not generally well received by critics during his lifetime, his reputation grew after his death. He had a significant influence on a various range of poets and writers. The poetry of Keats is characterized by sensual imagery, most notably in the series of odes. Introduction. A British romantic poet, John Keats, published his first epic poem, Endymion, in 1818. It is a narrative about the relationship between a goddess and her human lover. The poem is based on the Greek myth of Endymion, the shepherd who falls in love with the moon goddess Selene, whom the poet renames Cynthia. This extract, A Thing of Beauty, talks of how beautiful things give us pleasure and reduce suffering and sorrow. The epic poem Endymion begins famously with the line, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." Theme. A Thing of Beauty is an excerpt from John Keats from Endymion, a poetic romance which is based on a Greek legend. Being a romantic poet, John Keats talks about love, beauty, and youth in this poem. In fact, the poem reflects his attitude towards beauty. The poet believes that beauty is intransient and gives us the same pleasure again and again. It provides us with eternal joy and never fades away. Beauty plays a very important role in our life and helps us to remain happy and joyful in this sad, dull world. Let's pursue the summary. This poem presents the reader with the views of Keats on beauty and its value and its importance to humans. Beauty, in whatever form it may be found, is an eternal joy to humans because it offers humans the constant opportunity to reflect on that beauty which stands in such stark contrast to the dejection, monotony, and ugliness of our everyday lives. In spite of all the difficulties and the sufferings that humans face, beauty has the ability to produce happiness and temporarily shift the burdens that humans bear. Keats therefore establishes that in his view of the world, life for humans consists of endless struggles and difficulties, and it is only beauty in its various guises that is able to shift those trials and at least temporarily produce happiness. The poem concludes with a list of things that constitute beauty for Keats, which include both physical objects, which are examples of natural beauty, such as daffodils, and also beauty that can be found in art, such as the lovely tales we have heard or read. All of these forms of beauty act as an endless fountain of immortal drink, allowing humans to forget bleak reality and experience joy. This poem therefore focuses on the theme of happiness and how it can be experienced. It inspires us and gives us the courage to fight against all odds. Let's perceive the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Anything that is beautiful provides us an unending, everlasting, and eternal joy. It leaves an indelible imprint on our heart and soul. We love to relive the memories of that joyous experience whenever it flashes back in our mind. The joy that we experience on seeing a beautiful object multiplies whenever we remember it. Similarly, the loveliness of anything beautiful multiplies each time we visualize it in our thoughts. Compared to this, Things which do not give us happiness only remain for a short while and then disappear forever. A thing, the memory of which provides us eternal joy, will never fade away. The loveliness of a beautiful object does not fade away or die out because it leaves an indelible imprint on our heart and soul. The beautiful things give us peace like a quiet bower, a pleasant shady place providing us peaceful sleep, sweet dreams, and good health, and therefore refreshes us. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman death of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searching. Keats feels that every morning we weave a beautiful string of flowers or memories which help us support ourselves and motivate us to live our life to the fullest instead of burdening our lives with pain and suffering. In these days, there are few people who are noble in character and who rise above petty differences by being generous. There is a lack of such noble souls on our earth, as man is selfish and self-centered. Here, spite of despondence means despite the existence of gloom and darkness around. The unhealthy and over-darkened ways refer to the trials and tribulations of life, the selfish and jealous methods we adopt to achieve our goals. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep, and such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make against the hot season. The mid-forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead. The poet appreciates the simplicity and serenity of beauty through the image of the sun, the moon, the trees, the sheep, the daffodils, the green pastures, the livid streams, and a fair bloom of musk roses. The tree bears the heat of the sun to give shade and coolness to anyone who seeks shade and rest under its branches. Its greatness is a degree greater because it gives shade not only to the mighty ones, but also to the simplest of the animals, such as sheep. Sheep and lamb are envisioned as symbols of innocence and serene beauty. Jesus Christ was a shepherd and was surrounded by his flock of sheep, his followers. Keats has made special reference to the sheep as symbols of divine beauty. Beauty of nature is at its best in the lush green surroundings of meadows and pastures, which provide support to all plants and animals. It is in this green world that all living creatures find true happiness and joy. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heaven's brink. Endless fountain refers to the unending beauty of nature. This is a gift from the Creator. Our life is full of trials and tribulations, but the beautiful things of nature relieve our sorrows and give us the motivation to move on. Beauty, according to Keats, is a perennial source of motivation and inspiration. Beauty, Keats says, has been showered upon us from the heaven by God as the greatest gift to man. This eternal and everlasting beauty is a perennial source of gaiety, which is eternal and everlasting. God has created so much beauty around us, everywhere it is endless. In nature, there is divine beauty, a fountain of eternal joy. Keats considers the beauty of nature as an endless fountain of immortal drink. that immortal drink has to be poured into the heart and soul of man. Let's pursue the poetic devices of the poem, A Thing of Beauty. Metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two unlike things. Example, bower quiet, reading a flowery band, endless fountain of immortal drink, sweet dreams, Paul. Alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of beginning consonant sounds. Example, noble natures, band to bind, cooling covert. Imagery is the descriptive writing that appeals to the senses. Example, flowery bands, daffodils in given world, cooling covert, endless fountain of immortal drink, shady boon, clear rills, grandeur of the dooms. Symbol. Simple sheep refers to the mankind as Christ is the shepherd. Next we have transferred epithet. Transferred epithet is a description that refers to a character or event but is used to describe a different situation or character. Example, gloomy days, unhealthy and over-darkened ways. Next we have hyperbole. It is an extravagant exaggeration of fact used either for serious or comic effect. Example, endless mountain. Here we have the rhyme scheme as AA, BB, CC. The message of the poem is that a beautiful object is treasured in our mind because it provides us eternal and everlasting joy. Therefore, let us keep the natural beauty intact. Let us not destroy it. Hope you all understood the poem, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. Thank you.